Okay, I had a request to do a video about the brake hold function. And this car has an electronic parking brake, and the brake hold button is located right next to that. And what brake hold does is it holds the brakes of the car when you're at a stop. So you come up to a stop and you're on a hill or whatever, as long as brake hold is engaged, it will hold the car steady. You don't have to have your foot on the brake all the time. So like I said, I had a request to make this video and show how it works. So that's what we're going to do. When we switch it on, there's a light that comes on the dash to say brake hold is engaged, similar to the cruise control system. And then when the car is actually being held, there's another light that comes on that says hold. So we'll pull up to a stop here in just a second and I'll show you how it works. And once we reach a stop, I will let my foot off the brake. Once the hold light illuminates, and you can see the car is remaining steady. Now, as soon as we start to go, it very seamlessly disengages the brakes. It's a very smooth transition. But it releases the brakes and we get going again. Come up to a stop. And then we can just let go of the brake. And the car remains steady. And as soon as we try to go again, it's going to disengage those brakes and enable the car to move. Now, what's kind of cool with this system is, let's say you're at a stop, and let's say we're in neutral or we're in gear or whatever. We'll put it in neutral. We're at a stop here. Let's say I take off my seatbelt. Brake hold is disengaged or disabled, and it engages the parking brake. So that's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird quirk I discovered the other day. Now, when you put your seatbelt back on, unfortunately, it doesn't restart the brake hold system. You have to disengage the parking brake and hit the button again. Now it will continue to hold the car. If I take my seatbelt off, it'll engage the parking brake again. So that's kind of a weird quirk that I just randomly discovered one day. And also, when you disengage the parking brake, like I said, it does not re-engage brake hold. You have to hit the button again. Also, if we turn the car off, say we get out, we get back in, start it up again, brake hold does not switch back on from the last time you were in the car. You have to turn it on every single time you get in the car. So that's kind of annoying, and that's mainly why I don't use it a whole lot. I don't want to have to sit there and push the button every single time I get in the car. And then what if I forget to do it and I pull up to a stop and I don't realize that it's switched off and I let off the brake and it starts rolling away unexpectedly. It's going to freak me out a little bit. So that's mainly why I don't use it, just because of that minor annoyance of it not switching back on every time you restart the car. So now it's on, we'll come up to a stop. And this is a little bit of a hill, and you can see the car does not move whatsoever. And we're going to have to wait a little bit here for these other two cars. And then as soon as we start to go, we can hit the gas and it won't turn itself off, but as soon as we let go of the clutch, then it'll turn itself off.